Morning HPC. Do read Hebrews chapter 10 on this, the first day of the month. No April Fools here, you'll be pleased to know. But do read all of the verses in Hebrews chapter 10 that Chester mentions, 23 to 31. Really good stuff, familiar themes, and it's the application, as Chester says, of all that we've seen over these past few verses, and it's past few chapters, and it's both encouraging and pretty challenging, I think. The encouragement is to keep going as a Christian, isn't it? To hold unswervingly. There are so many things which make us want to swerve away from holding on to Jesus. There are so many pressures internally. Perhaps you felt that during our Connect for Life week. Oh, I couldn't say that. I couldn't invite someone to that. What would they think? That's sort of an internal fear, isn't it, of what others would think of us as a result of our Christian faith. I don't know about whether you felt that. I certainly felt that. And then there's the external pressures. I can't say that. I can't speak about Jesus as being Lord in the office. I can't mention that within the school. That's just not right. That's just not acceptable. Of course, that's a nonsense. If Jesus is Lord, then we have every right to speak about his lordship everywhere. We want to do that sensibly, and we want to do that tactfully. But the pressure to not keep going, to hold to Jesus but to swerve away from the difficult bits of his word is real and deep, and I feel it. And the writer to the Hebrews knew that would be the case for the people he was writing to as well. So he said, keep going as a Christian. And how primarily do we keep going as a Christian? By meeting together. That's what he says, isn't it? Keep meeting together. Do not give up meeting together. Verse 25. It's by coming together week by week that you and I will hold unswervingly to the faith that we profess. It's actually one of the lovely ways in which we are strengthened in our faith, isn't it? Is as we say, this is what we believe. And I hear you say, this is what I believe as well. And I think, great, well, if they believe it, it must be all right. I'm not on my own. I won't swerve. I'm going to keep going. Another one of the lettuces. You know the lettuces in Hebrews chapter 10? Another one of the lettuces is verse 24. Let us consider how we might spur one another on. Isn't that great? And not, as Chester says, let us spur one another on, but actually let's think about it. Let's plan. How might I best encourage someone in my growth group, someone in my church family? Take a moment this morning when this video finishes to think of one person, perhaps who the Lord is putting on your heart, and then think, how might I best spur them on, best encourage them to keep going as a Christian? Consider this, verse 25 says. Have a really great day, and I look forward to seeing those ripples of encouragement flow out across the congregation.